Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of CCM's Uptake. My name is Jeremy Burleson, Director of Community Engagement with CCM and our ministry. Excited again to be with you today with another special guest. Next to my left, Pam Smith, Director of Education and Support Services with CCM, and of course our partner in ministry, Ed Hosack, our Executive Director. Today's going to be a fun episode, you guys. We are talking about CCM's crisis services located at the Cabarrus Dream Center. And specifically a little bit more, Pam, about your department and what they do for our residents, for our clients here within the ministry. It's going to be a good episode today. I feel it, right? I feel it. So, Ed, if you would, tell us a little bit about the Dream Center approach, that communal approach to service, and specifically kind of how Pam's team fits within that model.
Yeah. So quite a few years ago, quite frankly, we began talking about this concept of bringing nonprofits together. But about 3 years ago, it really came to life in conversation primarily between DHS and Multiply Church and Cooperative Christian Ministry. And so we've been successful by the grace of God to have this facility called the Dream Center here at Multiply Church and bring together a number of nonprofits and other organizations and agencies who share a common population in terms of those we serve, with the idea of co-locating, but not only co-locating in one facility, integrating systems and services with a goal of first improving access for those households and those families and creating efficiencies in the services, both internally and in the way they're received.
Sure.
All for the intended result of better outcomes for those families.
Certainly.
So we have brought together, CCM arrived here, Pam, I guess it was probably April of 2021.
Yes.
And we've placed 2 different CCM services here at the Dream Center. The first you would recognize as our crisis financial assistance, still working very much on a COVID model, online applications, but located here as well as the crisis center. And folks still can walk through the doors here at our CCM location and apply for assistance. But we've also established here at the Dream Center our Education and Support Services team.
Well done.
Which is the newest division of Cooperative Christian Ministry. It's not new in the sense that our program services team has been serving those who are in our residential programs for years.
Sure.
But with this move in the new strategic plan, the Education and Support Services team is leveraging their expertise for individuals beyond our residential programs. And we're excited about what that means to integrate those services with our other partners. And I'm sure that's what Pam's here to tell us more about.
Absolutely. And Pam, I'll kick it over to you. Do me a favor. Tell us about, number one, your staff. You've built a staff here over the last several years. You've been with the ministry for quite some time, and for that we're grateful for that service. So thank you. Tell us a little bit about your staff and the integrated services piece that Ed just mentioned, if you want to add anything there as well.
Sure. So, well, we're especially excited to be here at the Dream Center. Extremely excited to be here at the Dream Center. We are, again, especially excited, we keep using that word, that our team is part of creating this new Education and Support Services division.
Yeah.
My team consists of Sam Murchak, who is our Senior Case Manager, Selena Jackson, who is one of our case managers as well, and Cheryl Walker, who is our Administrative Assistant. We have traditionally, our program services have been geared, or educational services have been geared toward our residents that are recovering from housing in our programs. This integrated service model will allow us to have a greater impact for the community in regards to where we were able in the past to probably serve maybe 30, 35, 40 families. We will be able to double that impact in the community.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Pam, dig in a little bit deeper to that question. So tell me a little bit about the actual services. What type of services are offered amongst the team?
Well, currently we are in partnership with several organizations, and that's the beauty of this integrated service model, is that we have partnered with typically, we have anybody needing any types of human services or services in the community, you're being served by different departments doing different programs, and we have not usually, our services have not been interactive, or it hasn't been a coordinated effort. So this integrated service models would allow us for clients to have easier access, and I think in addition to that, it will improve client outcomes, probably economize some of our scarce resources, and just create a better foundations for family to move from crisis to stability.
Pam, tell me a little bit. Let's look at the calendar. So you guys are starting to plan ahead. Obviously, being respectful to COVID and the pandemic, and prayerfully that thing goes away quickly. But tell us a little bit about what's on the calendar now and what these folks could expect.
Well, we're again just thrilled to be able to offer coming up September the 25th a series called Breaking Free from the Money Traps. And that's one of our financial education programs, and in partnership with Prosperity Unlimited and Nova Credit Union. 5-week program and 5 sessions and 3 coaching sessions in between that. And that's just the beginning. So we plan to offer that service maybe twice a year. We also have a program that's an extension of that called Gaining Control that we'll be implementing as well. So that's just 2 of the things that we'll be doing, but the calendar is loaded.
Education is such an important piece of helping families move forward. And there's a number of other educational offerings that are in your portfolio, Pam. Absolutely. What are a few of those?
Well, Getting Ahead and Just Getting By World is another program that we plan to offer. Apartment readiness for those folks who are this is their first time going into an apartment, how to navigate that application process and working with landlords.
And that's a partnership opportunity, isn't it?
Partnership with Rowan Community, R33. We're excited their interns are developing that program, and we're hoping to have that one up and running probably by November. We also have through RCC a program called Home Management and Life Skills, which is a 6-module program where you learn how just the basic house management, how to change your filters, lawn care, just general maintenance of your house.
That's fantastic. And then there's a couple more that are family related and the family dynamic, or strengthening families. Is that the name of it?
That's what it is. Thank you for reminding me. Just Strengthening Families is an amazing program, 12-week program through CHA that we've been sharing that partnership for years. I'm also certified in Triple P, so we can deliver that service also, positive parenting. So we have just a cachet of things, services. And
nearly a one-stop shop, aren't you?
That's what, you hit it on the head. You got it right. Absolutely.
Ed, tell we'll wrap up with this comment, but we have the established division here at the Dream Center. There are some future plans ahead. Talk about that just briefly.
Absolutely.
For the department.
Obviously we have long-range plans in terms of facilities. About 8 years down the road, we'll lose the current crisis center at the end of a 40-year lease, and so we're planning now for the future when there'll be a similar hub in Kannapolis, and we're excited about that goal. It's out there a few years yet. We may see some things develop temporarily, maybe in the next year or so, but eventually there will be this Dream Center hub concept located in Kannapolis as well, so that we can better serve all of the Cabarrus County and the city of Kannapolis.
Absolutely. Ed, thank you. Pam, thank you for being our special guest. And friends, thank you for joining us for another episode of CCM's Uptake as we highlighted today our crisis services here at the Cabarrus Dream Center. Thank you once again for engaging with us via your social media channels. Be sure and share this episode, like, comment, whatever it may be, as we attempt to share this good news to you all in the community.
And we'll see you on the next CCM Update.